What's good, everybody? It's your boy K-Dot, the first Black Super Saiyan, the World 5 on this planet. I'm back here with another video. Let me just go ahead and let y'all know this is not going to be long. I'm going to get straight to the point of what I got to say. Episodes 1, 2, and 3, solid, a great, in my opinion, valid screen time for Knuckles, just enough for Knuckles and Wade collectively in the show. First episode started off really well. Maddie has returned in this. I like Tom and Maddie's characters in these films. They're one of the few good human characters along with Jim Carrey. I like the whole family dynamic that Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles have. They're basically brothers. They're basically brothers. Tom and Maddie are the parents, and they're all living together and coexisting in this same home and stuff. So I like the relationship they got going on. But the show is about pretty much Knuckles, trying to find a purpose in something, right? He's getting bored. He's getting restless. He's a fighter. And he wants to use his talents that he has. He wants to use his talents more. So his chief that he talks to, a pretty funny sequence, but his chief that he talks to as a spirit comes to tell him, there's an individual out there that can help you find this purpose again that you're looking for, because your journey isn't over. And it's Wade Whipple, the guy from the first Sonic movie, who is a deputy under Tom in Green Hills. Now, Wade, his story in the show is he's trying to go complete this bowling tournament so he can confront his dad and possibly rebuild a relationship or whatever. But he's basically wants to go do this bowling tournament to challenge his father. Knuckles finds this out later in the show in like episode 3, I believe. But I'll say this, episodes 1, 2, and 3 are the best. The best parts of this show is the moments where Knuckles and Wade's mom come together and have their little moments and stuff. I like their little kitchen fight. I like the way it was shot. But some real emotional stuff came up about family and stuff in episode 3. And I would say a sweet moment at the end where Knuckles and his mom are defending the candles. And they basically, have their family dinner all together and stuff. And her mom and Wade's mom was looking for something like this for so long, because her family is kind of like, disconnected in a sense, right? So there's some relatability. But the problems I have with the show is episodes 4, 5, and 6. The finale fight, meh. The fact that Wade takes over the show in 4, 5, and 6 is truly, it's just bad. The first 3 episodes solid. The 4, 5, and 6 is just utterly trash, garbage juice. In episode 4, so basically they, expand upon Knuckles' backstory further. And basically Knuckles went toe-to-toe with Iblis from Sonic 06, the flames of disaster. That, if Elise cries, the flames of disaster will awaken and just, pretty much destroy the world. And Knuckles fought him in his past. Nothing wrong with that. Cool. You giving Knuckles some accolades and stuff. But the problem with episode 4 was that it was some stupid ass episode about Wade doing a stupid musical, when what the show should have done is actually show us this should have been Wade talking to Knuckles about, hey, why are you so strong? Where'd you get your abilities from? Blah, blah, blah. How do you persevere? And he tells him the story about how he journeyed to go defeat Iblis. And it's a whole freaking backstory. Basically, have the whole episode be that. Knuckles going to this different planet, wherever he's at, to go deal with Iblis. And you're actually showing the footage. You're not just showing, you're not just talking and not showing. In that musical, that's not showing. That's just them replaying events in some goofy ass way. Now look, this is a TV show for children, so I'm not going to downplay this. Well, I'll say children and Sonic fans, and people that grew up with Sonic. But it's a perfect blend of something the family could watch together. So I'm not asking for the show to be something that it's not. It's a Sonic property. But what I'm asking for is Knuckles. You basically sideline Knuckles. You guys, in episode 5, Knuckles is literally just sitting in a fucking hotel room and chilling while Wade deal with his stupid family bullshit. And then, you guys, the villain of this show, He shows up in episode 1, and the villain was not bad. The way the villain introduced himself, presented himself, the one that's trying to get Knuckles' power to fuel his technology that he's selling off the black market. And the villain used to be a previous employee under Gunn. He worked under Robotnik, but when Robotnik obviously went buck wild because Sonic showed up and introduced some new interesting abilities to power his potential machines and more stuff, you know, Gunn basically fell under and they lost rights to it. So they didn't lose rights, but Gunn got stripped down. So funding that was going to Gunn has went down because of the stuff Robotnik did. But the villain shows up in episode 1. Then the villain gets reintroduced again in episode 5. Mind you, the villain doesn't show up for episodes 2, 3, and 4. The main villain. Right? The main guy. Now, Kid Cudi and the other girl, I forgot her name, but she looked like Uma Thurman. Kid Cudi was enjoying himself playing your Saturday morning cartoon minion. I like Kid Cudi up in this. He was funny. I like Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi was definitely having his fun and just enjoying himself. So I got to give Kid Cudi that. But the problem is that you market the show as Knuckles. Knuckles is on the posters. Knuckles is literally in the behind the scenes marketing in the interviews and stuff, talking to the cast and all that. And you turn this into a Wade show halfway in. If anything, you should call the show Knuckles and Wade, because it's pretty much kind of like a little buddy cop thing, but it's more of like master teaching student, but you call it a buddy cop thing, whatever you want to call it. But under no circumstance should this have been a Wade show halfway in, and Wade should have not got as much screen time as he did in this fucking show. He should be complimenting Knuckles. Knuckles is the lead of the show. And then in episodes 4, 5, and 6 of his TV show, Knuckles is barely in his own fucking TV show. Guys, that is a legitimate problem. This is like doing a Spider-Man TV show, right? And let's say, a character they want to focus on, along with Peter as the lead, is Aunt May. And you do a 6-episode show where you have a good balance between Peter and Aunt May. And episodes 4, 5, and 6 is just about Aunt May. And Peter's barely in it. He's just sitting around in his room doing nothing. That's basically what this show is. So I'll just say this: Paramount, moving forward, stop doing this stupid shit. If you know for damn sure you don't have the money to do a CGI TV show that's only 6 episodes, mind you, this is a 6-episode show. And mind you, these episodes are like 32 minutes. They definitely could have included more Knuckles into the show. There's no excuse for that. It's not like this is some 21 episode show like shows used to be, where your budget got really spread thin. This is a 6-episode TV show, and Knuckles was barely in it. You guys, when I got to episode 6, I was literally fast forwarding through the stupid ass bowling tournament shit to get back to Knuckles. And Knuckles in the final episode is just sitting at a bar, and then he does a fight at the end where they mimic the Tom, and which was not as epic as the Tom and Sonic ending in the first movie, where Tom threw the ring and Sonic, turned up and pushed Jim Carrey's Robotnik into it. They tried to do that moment with Wade and Knuckles. I'm like, get Wade's trash ass out of here. Get that bullshit up out of here. But yeah, Paramount, don't do this again. If you need to, just animate it. Do an animated spin-off then of these stories to expand your universe, because it's clear you guys don't have the money to do a show about a Sonic character and have the Sonic character lead the damn show. Stop doing that. I'm tired of these studios misleading people and doing shit, and then they want to use an excuse. And mind you, I don't know why you fans are doing this. Like, stop doing this shit. Stop sucking these studios off. Like, y'all really sucking these niggas' dicks off. Stop that stupid shit. I see people saying, well, they don't have enough money to CGI. Then do something else. Clearly. Like, that is just a weird. Like, stop doing that shit. When you market something, you need to be honest about what you're marketing. Don't market a Avengers movie and the only character in it leading it is Hulk. It's a Avengers movie. We want to see all the Avengers. We just don't want to see one character. If you're marketing a Deadpool and Wolverine movie, and let's say the movie comes out and majority of the movie is just X-23 as Wolverine, and there's barely any Deadpool and Wolverine, that's false fucking marketing. That's what this show initially did. They put Knuckles in the forefront for the first 3 episodes, and then it turns into some bullshit in the last 3. So great way to start off your show. The show starts off great, and then it just turns out bad in the final half. Because how you end matters just as much how you start, and you fucked it up by focusing too much on Wade. And I'm not saying you cannot have human characters. Sonic has been full of human characters, but there have been shows like Sonic X that had a lot of human characters, and never once have they done some stupid shit like this, dedicating whole episodes to humans. The Sonic franchise is Sonic featuring humans, not humans featuring the Sonic characters. This is like if you did a Transformers TV show and one whole episode was about a human character. Fuck the humans, my nigga. We are here for the Transformers. And I'll be honest with you, this should have been a more action-oriented TV show anyways. If anything, this is what they should have done. They should have stuck with the Iblis thing and have this show be about Knuckles having to go deal with Iblis to achieve some new power. Iblis could be terrorizing some people in the galaxy that he met, a planet, and Knuckles is going to go assist them. Because in this show, they literally said Knuckles been traveling the galaxy and going to different planets. So what you could have actually done was Knuckles use the rings to go to the planet, and by, accident, Wade somehow gets stuck with Knuckles, and he's along for the ride, right? And you can show all these, and you can expand the galaxy by showing all these different aliens and stuff from across the planet, different worlds, all these different things you could have shown us. Because the fact that you introduce Iblis in the TV show, and you basically speed past this backstory of Knuckles that should have been shown, personally, because it's his TV show, and you decide to waste this with Wade hopping on a bike and trying to battle some dude named Jack Sinclair, a bounty hunter. Now I'll say this about the show. There's some parts of the show that was really funny. I would say that parts of the show that is really funny. But it got to a point where it's like, all right, now this is just off the rails. This is just stupid. We want Knuckles. We want Knuckles. It's that simple. But yeah, this doesn't really hurt my expectations for Sonic Movie 3. The visual effects for Knuckles are on point consistently. Never once did it look bad when Knuckles came on screen. It looked consistently good. Wade in some parts of the show is not bad. The problem is Wade getting too much screen time over Knuckles. That's a problem. That's the problem. And it's not cool. So Sonic 3, I'm still excited for it. Hopefully they drop the trailer soon. Maybe we might see it in the next month or in the next couple weeks, since this Knuckles show just ended. And Sonic Movie 3 does drop this year. So I'm hoping to really see that trailer soon enough. Hopefully they drop it next month, because the movie still drops this year. But yeah, guys, the Knuckles TV show, it's average. It's in the middle. You got 3 solid episodes and 3 trash episodes. The first 3 episodes are the best, and the last 3 episodes are just complete and utter shit. The villain is barely up in this show. The villain barely has a presence. The villain is an afterthought. The main bad guy's minions had more of a presence than the main villain. And mind you, this is a 6-episode TV show, guys. A 6-episode TV show, and the villain show is missing for 3 episodes, and he returns for a little bit in 5, and then he returns for a little bit in 6. The main bad guy. The minions had a bigger presence than the main bad guy. That's wild. And it's a 6-episode TV show. Let me say that again. But look, I'm about to go ahead and end this. Yeah, Knuckles, Idris Elba, solid. Maddie, solid. Sonic and Tails, solid. Wade, at times. Now, Wade's sister, annoying as shit. I don't care about that bitch. But Knuckles and the mother, Wade's mom, you know, Knuckles and Wade's mom together, the dialogue they shared, awesome, cool. Yeah, episode 3 was a bunch of like a Jewish culture dump. Oh, and also let me add this in too. Knuckles has no character development in the show. He is the same character from the beginning as he is to the end. He has no character development whatsoever fucking ever. None. None. Also, the human characters, it is too many human characters in here that are ruining the show. Jackson Claire, the bowling alley girls family, like what the fuck are all you doing here? You're not contributing shit. And the comedy they are contributing is absolutely bad. It's most of this is not funny. This is like, I don't even think white people could laugh at this show for the most part. A lot of it is like not even good white people humor. It is very bad. It's bad. So yeah, Paramount, you made a shitty ass show. Good job. Alright, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this. I'll catch y'all later. Go start peace, love, positivity, and all that jazz. Don't do drugs, like I always say. Deuces.
What'd you do?